everyone. Thank you so much for joining. This is Anet's Love Story series. Today on the phone I have Taylor. She brought her dress at Anet's and she said yes to the dress. Hi Taylor, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. First of all, congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
And I wanted to just get a brief love story of what brought you and your fiance together.
So, my fiance and I have quite a different love story. We actually met 5 years ago. I decided I wanted to study abroad. So, before I did that, my mother thought I was crazy. I'd never been out of the country before. So, um, she thought it'd be a good idea for me to visit a friend who was living in England at the time. Because I actually wanted to go and study in Korea. So
Mm.
she thought, well, on the way, why don't you go to England first and make sure that you get, your toes in the water, kind of see how it is to be in another country before you head to Korea. That way you're kind of like warmed up for how it's going to be with like culture shock and stuff.
Mhm.
So I thought it was a great idea, and I had missed my friend who was living in England, so I took a flight, packed all my stuff that I was gonna go with to Korea and study there for 6 months, and I was gonna stay in England for 2 weeks before that. So I headed over to England, and my friend was studying at a university there, so I was gonna stay with her in her apartment.
Mhm.
So when I got there, she actually lived in a flat with four other international students, and he happened to be one of them.
Uh-huh.
So he heard that I was going to Korea, and when he heard that, he was like, let's exchange our contact information in case you need anything, because I didn't speak Korean at the time. So
Uh-huh.
we exchanged contact information, and then later on during the summertime, he ended up coming to Korea to visit his family, and I was still there because of school. So we met up again, and we went to an amusement park and kind of not had a date, but just as friends.
Uh-huh.
And I decided that I really liked him.
Aw.
And I wanted to tell him, but I'm kind of the person who never wants to be the first to say that. So I was hoping he just felt the same and then was going to tell me that he liked me, but it never happened.
Yeah.
And then I was about to leave to go back to the USA. So I thought, okay, just muster it up this once and tell him that you like him and see what happens. You have nothing to lose. You're going back to the US soon. So I told him I liked him, and he didn't react in the way that I thought he would because he didn't believe me.
Uh-oh.
He didn't think that I really liked him. He was like, "Are you sure? Are
Yeah.
you positive?"
That's funny.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my gosh, the one time I confess to someone, they don't even believe me. So
Yeah.
I convinced him that I really did like him, and we went on a serious date, and then we had to talk realistically about how it's going to work because of long distance. But
Mhm.
I told him I was serious about it. I'd never tell anyone that I liked them first. So the fact that I did that must mean something. And yeah, that's how we got together 5 years ago. And we've been in a long distance relationship. And I even lived in Korea for over a year last year. And I just got back to the US 2 months ago.
Wow, that is so cool. That is definitely a different love story than I've ever heard. That is really, really cool. Now, where did he propose to you at?
He proposed to me when I was living in Korea. He's a little bit more private than I am,
Uh-huh.
so instead of proposing in front of a family or anything like that, he took me on a little vacation when I was working. He took me on a vacation on the weekend, and we went to a really nice hotel, and he proposed to me over there at the Sheraton Hotel in Korea. We were in a little city called Songdo, which has like a mock Central Park, like a New
Uh-huh.
York style Central Park. So our hotel room, you could see that from there. So he just kind of wanted to have like a little private moment, and he proposed to me there. I actually thought he was gonna order Mom's Touch, which is like the same thing as Popeyes in Korea. So I was waiting for him to go downstairs and pick up the Mom's Touch French fries. And when he proposed to me, he came out with a ring, and I was like, wait, so there's no French fries?
You were upset.
I was like still looking, I was like half in shock. So I was still looking for the French fries. And he was like, okay, forget about the French fries. Yeah. There's no French fries.
That is so funny. So did you ever get your French fries?
No, I didn't.
Oh, no.
He owes me.
Well, at least you got a ring. I would say that's better than fries.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So are y'all going to get married over there or over here?
We're going to get married over here first for legal purposes. So, because we want to raise a family here together. But we are going to have a traditional Korean wedding after in Korea 6 months later.
Oh, nice. That is so cool. That's so cool that y'all can have like the best of both worlds in both places. Like that is really, really, really cool. I bet you're excited to kind of experience both of that, you know?
I am. I think we did a traditional engagement shoot in Korea wearing the clothes, which I have a fashion degree, so I love traditional style clothing. So I was really excited to get a Korean wedding dress. I got it made for me, so that's gonna be the dress in the pictures is gonna be my wedding dress in Korea.
Wow, that is so cool. That's definitely like I've never heard a love story like that. That is really, really cool. That's definitely very unique.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And thank you so much for sharing your love story with Annette. We're definitely honored to be a part of your special day and definitely hope you'll have many years of happiness and love. And lastly, congratulations on your engagement. Thank you so much for sharing your love story with us.
Thank you so much for letting me share it with you.
You're very, very welcome.